So I'll probably just die on the car ride to like
Car ride to base camp.
not even to base camp. You
Oh,
can
to
like,
the start of the trail.
parking lot, whatever you call it. I don't know.
Hello, everybody. We are the Cloud Rovers. I'm Casey.
I'm Steven.
I'm Buck.
And I'm Matthew.
We have our esteemed guest, Matthew.
Thanks for
Here,
having me
everyone
again.
clap.
We
Good to be
introduced him twice, so that's great.
And Matthew. Wait, I want to nail the esteemed guest.
Okay. Wait, should I introduce myself?
No, we'll have Buck introduce him as the esteemed
Okay.
guest.
Okay.
Sounds good.
One
Gotcha.
more.
Okay.
We'll start actually this time.
This is the actual
Yeah,
start.
the real start.
Oh, that reminds me of a great meme. Have you seen the one? It's like the Mona Lisa, and he's like, I call it the Mona Lisa _ final _ like last perfect or something.
Oh, that's so relatable.
Anyway,
Hello, everybody. We are the Cloud Rovers. I'm Casey.
I'm Steven.
I'm Buck, and here we have our esteemed guest, Matthew.
Great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
It's good to be back.
good to have you on the show.
Well, we this is episode 2 of our amazing, outstanding, world-class podcast where we talk about music and some other stuff because that's the way it goes. Did you guys bring cool songs to that you heard recently this week?
Yeah.
I did, yeah.
So who
for
had
sure.
the coolest one?
Well, obviously me.
That was a lot of confidence. I wasn't ready for that. Well, do you want to start first? with that
Well,
confidence?
yeah, because obviously my song's the best.
So. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Is it truly your song? It's a song you discovered. It's
Oh,
someone
well,
else
yes,
wrote.
it's a song I discovered. I certainly did not write this song. The song, hopefully I do not butcher the name, of course,
Oh boy.
is called Funk, spelled F-U-N-C-K. Don't read into that too hard. And it's by the band Raf Rodriguez. And this song, it's completely instrumental. I guess you could consider it somewhat akin to kind of like math rock. There are like a bunch of horns. It's very technical. And my favorite part of this song has to be this low synth part. It's like, it just like encompasses your soul in the middle of the song. You get to it and it just like takes over. And then there's just like half a second of dead space and you just like really feel it. It's like the best feeling ever. Probably the lowest frequencies you can hear. They like pitched it way down, and it just it's a great bass line. So that's why I really like that song.
Is it strictly just the lowest frequencies you can hear, or is it like?
No, it's
just
like an
the
actual
lowest?
bass line, but like the lowest note of the bass line is probably it's pretty low, like lower than any song I've heard. Definitely, it's a cool experience.
I feel like this is a low measuring contest now.
yeah.
I'll have to listen to it because
Uh,
I have this playlist called Car Speakers,
uh,
and it's just
yeah.
for
uh-huh.
feeling the bass while I'm in the car.
Yeah, it's definitely a song for that. You
Okay.
need good speakers. You know, it does not come across on headphones very well.
It's an elitist song.
Oh yeah,
You need good speakers.
but I mean, the rest of the song's good.
I imagine they spelled it with a C because they were extra with the funk. It's not just funk. It's
the cover
funk.
art. It's all spelled out, but the N might be in a slightly different color and in a different location.
Oh.
Anyway,
This is why you told us
you'll
to
have
think about
to
it too much.
you'll have to check it out for yourself. See their cover art; it's pretty good. So
Oh, okay. I guess I'll go next.
yeah,
I want to hear this now.
yeah,
Because-
it's a fun song.
Oh yeah, because I like my low
Mm-hmm.
speakers. There's a song. It's called Gemini by Paco Versailles. Paco Versailles.
Versailles, yeah.
Yeah, Versailles.
Yeah.
The Treaty of Versailles. I know my history.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just like it.
That's it.
I just like
just
it.
like.
Yeah,
Oh man,
it's cool.
nice something to that.
It's just super cool. There's a couple of reasons why I like it. It's very stereo.
Mm.
Like, you'll be like, say you play something on guitar, you go play, right?
Mhm.
Except for in this song, it's recorded left, right. So it's like that strum is
Mm.
yeah, it's
Okay.
nuts. And for the audio listeners that didn't see my hands, just imagine me pointing left and right. Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool. I like it. It's so catchy. I know that there's a song that catches my attention when I go, I'm going to play that again. and get to the end of it, like, I'm going to play that again. And like 6 hours later,
Yeah.
I like that song. That song was really good. And it's it's like conventionally rhythmic. So it's really rhythmic, but not as strange as math rock.
Mm-hmm.
And they just have this very clean, lots of stuff moves together kind of feel. And like I said, they play with the stereo so much, which also doesn't come across poor people single mono speakers. You have to have nice stereo speakers, which you can get at like the dollar store headphones. by the way. So yeah, check that song out. And all the songs that we talk about will be in the description below, so you can hear discover this new music like we have as well.
And it's also going to be on our playlist on Spotify. You can check it out there. Every song from all the podcasts that we do will be on there. I mean, after a while, we'll have to recycle a couple of them and add new stuff and get rid of some of the old ones, but it'll all be there.
But yeah, this is our shout out to everybody who does cool stuff that may not be on Billboard Top 100.
Cool. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
You're looking like a celebrity there. Do you listen to celebrity music?
Right.
Actually, yeah. This song that I've been listening to this week is actually by Bastille, so they're not underground. They're well known.
Dude, the
So
celebrity
underground.
music.
Yeah. So yeah, it's called Survivin', and I don't know. It's just for like how I listen to music is I'm drawn by like the music, and I think Bastille makes absolute great music, and. Like,
did you just say you listen to music because you're drawn to the music? Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
Logic.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just about the music.
I'm drawn to songs with like I'm drawn to songs because the instruments and the instrumentation more than the lyrics is what I'm trying to get at.
Okay. Yeah.
But slowly I started listening to the lyrics, and they kind of like, hitting home. It's
It's about the music.
the music.
So
Okay, no.
So Buck, why do you like this song?
The song's great because the lyrics.
I thought it was all about the music. Right.
I gotta recompose myself.
Oh my, crying.
Okay.
So we've established you like music because you don't like the lyrics, but you like the lyrics of the song.
Yeah.
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 Okay,
So
why do you like the song?
drawn by the instrumentation, and I'm like, started listening to the lyrics, and I'm like, yeah, it's very relatable. There's a line that says, crawl out these sheets to see another day, and then it's just like kind of have that optimistic feel, like I'll be fine even though the world around me is burning, but kind of that feel.
Nice.
I mean, despite the comedy, I like Bastille, so I'll have
Yeah.
to check it out. Actually, wait.
I did show you the song.
You showed me this song.
I did.
I don't remember it right now. I only heard it like a little bit, so yeah, I'll listen to it.
Yeah, have to check it out.
Esteemed guest, do you have a song
I do have a song.
that can top his? Because he thought his was the best.
I really thought people were going to fight me for that spot, but no one did.
It's kind
Mr.
of like,
narcissist over here.
I don't know, a completely different genre, you could say. So the song I found this week is called Dunes of Misery by Rudy Ayub, I think his name is. So he usually makes like a lot of these like TikTok or like YouTube Shorts videos where they're like very like memeable content of just like random like little shorts of like what it's like about being a musician. But this is like one of his more like serious songs, and he's actually like a really phenomenal guitar player. And so it's got this neat kind of beat, a nice motif through it, and then this like excellent guitar solo through it. Kind of a bit like a little like Latin sounding, you would say.
Okay.
Something like that, but not quite. You have to check it out.
Is
and
it sort
then,
of one of those things where all like half the languages that we speak as humans are all Latin sound?
Sort of. I don't. That's probably not the best way to describe it, honestly. Because then near the end of the song, it's usually like guitar and bass, just kind of, and then some interesting percussion like bongos comes in, and then at the end there's an oud that like doubles the guitar, and so it just gives it that like little extra like don't hear that instrument that often. So,
Teacher.
Senpai.
Senpai. What does oud mean?
Oud is like a lute kind of guitar instrument. It's like
I was about to say, what's a lute?
more like a Middle Eastern.
Oh.
Like it usually like has a like a guitar but a big round like pear-shaped body.
Okay.
It has a pretty neat sound, I'd say. So
Yeah.
you'll have to
I kinda
check it
wanna
out.
check that out.
There's a YouTube video of him playing it as well, and he's like got like the multiple camera angles going on. Him with the guitar, him with the oud, him with the bass.
Oh.
So
I really like videos like that.
Mhm.
It's nice.
Yeah, and it's
Definitely
all
worth a
instrumental
listen.
as well.
Oh,
It's
is
kinda
it?
neat, yeah.
Oh, you've seen this guy before?
Yeah. Well, of course, he showed it to me. It
just
it
like-
was a cool video. It's a cool
so-
song. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, at least checking out somebody else's song recommendation is not like checking out somebody else's movie recommendation. Oh man, you got to see this movie. That's like 3 hours.
Right. That's always
Of my
quite a
time.
commitment.
That's like an hour of setup and buying snacks, and then 2 hours for the movie.
Yeah. And these are like 3 minutes. And you could probably figure out if you like the song with like halfway through, pretty much.
Now you got to listen to the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, yes. As a purist, you should
What if-
listen to the whole thing.
What if it
but-
ends really well?
Yeah, there are that. I don't know. For me, I feel like halfway through the song, I know if I'm gonna like it or not. Then if there's like a bridge, the bridge I guess could make me not like it as much or like it a bit more. But I don't know. Once you get that first, chorus and the first verse and everything, that's kind of solidifies it for me. But
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just impulsive and I'm just like, nah, yes, no.
Yeah, I for sure have to like the whole song to,
Mm-hmm.
give it a re-listen or add it to a playlist.
Are there any songs? Because that made me think of something. I can't tell you what song it is. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Are there any songs that you just hate it, except for a part? So you're like, it'll earn a spot in your playlist. You'll like listen to it, be like, ugh, and then the part happens, and then you're like, whoa, that's why I like this.
There's kind of one that I like. It's more like I love the song except for the chorus, which is kind of weird. It's like the verses are interesting and they have like an interesting melody line. I really like it. And then the choruses, to me, they're not bad. They're just like basic. And it just... So it doesn't ruin the song and I still like it, but I don't know. It just kind of kills me a little bit because I feel like they could have done so much more with the choruses and everything. So that's close as I can get, I'd say.
I see.
Yeah, like I can't remember the name of the song, but I remember like the intro was just amazing, and I'm like, man, if they added the intro at the end of each chorus, like this song would probably be like, like.
I hate when that happens, when the intro is so good and then it's like 10, 20 seconds and then you never hear it again.
Yeah, you
It's
never hear
like,
it again. Yeah.
But
Well, boys, we have been putting off filming this episode for a while.
Mm-hmm.
A little fourth wall break. This is week 2, but we filmed this way later than a week since the last one. My hair is shorter. There's a bunch of difference. My hair used to be like that long. Now it's like this long and stuff.
Yeah.
No, we
But-
actually went back in time.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, my
Just
hair
shorten
grew
his hair.
inwards. I want to know, is there anything big that's different for all of you? It's been like a month or two since we filmed the last episode or something. Has anything changed? Any big stuff? What you guys been doing this whole time?
Chilling.
Chill.
That's kind of a dumb question because we see each other like every 2 weeks. It's just like
Yeah,
not
you
like
gotta
we
think.
haven't seen each other in like a million years. But
breaking-
try to think back.
You're breaking the immersion.
Try to think back.
Take me back to the light. That's a song by Roosevelt, by the way. But
Oh, like since we've last filmed, you guys
Yeah.
have played at like some like Greek shows that I know.
yeah, these
Oh,
guys
I
broke
see.
off and became solo artists without the band. They're already too cool for us.
Yeah.
They're making money.
I mean, you're not like technically wrong, but I'd say it's a long way off. Yeah.
Making money, but not a living.
Oh yeah, certainly not a living.
That makes
but
them professionals, but they broke away from us, man.
Mhm.
We don't have them anymore.
We're filling the niche Greek live music audience. So
In Metro Denver.
yeah, in Metro Denver, of course. So.
So how'd this start?
Well, it pretty much all started with Matthew. So we're of course half Greek, and
Well, those two are.
yeah, us two, me and Matthew, we're brothers. We're half Greek, and basically, we grow up. We have been growing up, listening to Greek music, traditional Greek songs, and everything. And there's this Greek instrument called a bouzouki, and that's kind of how we started. So Matthew can explain a bit more.
Not a bazooka.
Yeah,
Don't get,
Not
don't get
Don't get
confused.
confused.
cooler than a bazooka.
Two very different things.
yeah, it's a bouzouki, and he can
Right.
explain a bit more of what
so
it is.
I got one of these. It's a very kind of traditional Greek instrument, kind of developed in like 1950s, kind of like a banjo or like a mandolin, and it has
Or a lute or a oud.
like a lute. Yeah, it's very similar to an oud, honestly. But similar, just like a little smaller, a little higher pitched, and specifically like a Greek instrument. And so you kind of play it. It's usually like a melody instrument, you'd say. It's like something the melody is played on. And so it's kind of central to a lot of like Greek folk music. And so I ordered one from California there's a guy in California who imports them from Greece. And then I ordered it online about 4 or 5 years ago, and then he sent it to me here. And so I've been playing it from then, just kind of watching YouTube videos, learning all the music, kind of
Yeah.
slowly increasing the skill, and
So yeah, that's how we started.
that's how we started there.
I started playing with him, of course. We learned a couple songs, and then we played at a cousin's wedding, and that was really fun. While we were there, we met one of our good friends, EJ, and then from that point on, I mean, EJ is amazing. He talks to people that I would never dream of talking to, and just networks. And he got us a couple gigs to go play live Greek music at like a dinner or a banquet and things like that. And it's just been going with the flow, pretty fun. Yeah.
How many of these have you done?
I think.
Because I feel like one of the reasons we haven't filmed is like, we're busy
Yeah.
this weekend. We're playing Greek music.
Yeah, that hasn't been.
How about next week? Yeah, we're busy that weekend too. Okay, can we practice the day before? No, we're busy practicing for the Greek music.
Yeah, we've been pretty busy, but I think it's only been 4 times.
I think so. Yeah,
It's been a month.
Yeah.
It's been a month 4 times.
Only 4.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm telling you. He talks to a lot of people. He's like, yeah, you want live Greek music? And they're like, yeah. So I don't know how he does it, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
So we're just kind of going with the flow, but it seems like there's not a lot of people around to play this type of
Oh, yeah.
music. That's kind of like the main thing. So when people hear like, oh yeah, you can play this type of music,
You're like,
sure,
"Oh,
just
yeah."
come do this thing,
Yeah. For the Denver Greek Festival, we're part of the Greek community there, and they fly people in from Chicago every year to play live Greek music for the festival. And it's,
Until now.
well, I don't know if we're that good
Yeah.
yet. But yeah, it's a big thing. So there's not anyone in the Denver area that can do it. So even the little bit that we know, we only know like an hour's worth of songs. People are like, yeah, come play here. Come play here. And we're like, oh.
It's more like small coffee shop sort of vibe.
True.
You know?
I like that.
Yeah, not huge audiences, which is nice.
Man, it's nice. Well, we should do a Greek jam either next week's podcast or an episode we do later. You'll have to show everyone that bazooki because I love it.
Oh,
I think it's so cool.
yeah.
It's beautiful. So
It's very, very ornate on the front of it. They like take that like face of like the instrument and just go crazy with the design. So
yeah, what is it about instrument builders? Like, why can't it just be a box?
I don't know.
Bottles
Like
are
guitar,
boring.
it's red.
I don't know. Drums are pretty simple. It's a circle.
It's circle,
Big circle.
and they're black. Sometimes they'll put sparkle in the paint.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think there's some sparkle on these paint.
But no, dude, the bazooki
Yeah.
might as well be a piece of jewelry.
Yeah.
And
that's how
and the
they come.
back of it, you never see the back of it. They have like these thin strips of wood on like this big bold back. It is beautiful, and it's the back. You never see it. It's crazy, but
If you were that close to the musician,
Mm-hmm.
be harassment, maybe.
For sure.
Probably.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. I'm glad that you're growing in the Greek Denver music scene.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
You should make Greek indie alternative.
Yeah, well, we could definitely try because that's one of the things. Doing more of these gigs, it's making me excited to do more gigs as the Cloud Rovers and everything. Because, I mean, I guess the market is very small for Greek music, so we kind of have a hold on that. But really, what we have now, I think we could go out and perform some gigs and play at a coffee shop or two or whatever, and I think it'd be fun. So that's something I'm looking forward to, kind of taking this experience and moving forward with the Cloud Rovers to just jam some more.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It'll be fun. Either way.
Wow. I am really looking forward to kind of our near future, or like near midterm future.
Mm-hmm. Very near for you guys.
Oh yeah,
Very near.
we are not filming this way ahead in advance by
Never.
anything. If this is coming out during the summer, I'm sweating. It's actually not cold outside.
So
I
hot.
swear. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Ignore the
it's
big
totally not November.
fuzzy jacket.
Big sweatshirt.
We have the air conditioner just.
But I really am looking forward to kind of our near future, because a lot. So what the Denver music scene kind of looks like already. We don't really have. Well, first of all, we don't want to move to Los Angeles. We don't want to move to Memphis. We don't really want to move. There's too many reasons to stay here. It's really cool. It's really cool here. Don't move here. Don't do it. I want it to be really cool, but just for me and the boys.
You gotta keep that housing low. Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Well, it's already high.
Yeah.
It's
But so we don't we have that big. We have almost that big city population, but we don't have like that big city music scene and the amenities that come with it. So there aren't really people roaming. There aren't really people roaming the streets and roaming venues looking for talent.
Yeah.
It's usually if somebody's managing talent, they already knew somebody who knew somebody. And the scene, we have kind of this like big alternative rock I feel like underground punk, alternative rock, indie is huge here. But there's so many indie artists that each indie artist has like 30 seconds of fame, sort of a thing. So I'm really excited for our near future because we are putting together stuff and organizing our bands in the way that a big city would manage a band. Like, for instance, I think, Steven, you told me the other day that, like, to basically get a record label and get all the amenities from a record label, you need to be already there of what a record label would provide you anyway. And we're experiencing that here and hopefully trying to use the internet and local networking, which means we have to get better at local networking and stuff to do that. And to begin, and to begin all of that stuff, we're doing the things that we're doing now. We're making more media. We're recording our own music and trying to just give a more definite final product than just like, hey, come to our show, our free show or whatever show tonight. No one gives a shit, right? Because like we can't hand them a Spotify card or a T-shirt. It's just building the media and the build to make people take us seriously. And I'm really excited for that in the near future. And I'm excited to make the drummer edit too many videos.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be so fun.
especially when we have like really bad bloopers. Me just can't talk.
Oh, pretty good.
I think we're gonna leave that in.
Too good to leave out, honestly.
I haven't laughed that hard in a minute. That's good. You excited? You excited for anything? I mean, last week we talked about things that frustrated us, but what excites you? What excites you?
Me.
Yeah.
What excites me is this path that we kind of given ourselves for Cloud Rovers. Like it's like we always have this plan, we always have these dreams, and then like actually seeing a path and seeing like, oh, we just got to do it, and like we can actually get there, we can actually be where we want to be.
Oh, since we've already started?
Yeah,
Like,
since
actually done it?
since we already started.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
like it seems doable. Like, yeah, it's not, doesn't look like this huge like staircase to an unattainable goal. You know,
Mhm.
yeah, that's kind of what excites me.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I like that too.
Mm-hmm.
I think like
Yeah.
actually being mature enough to manage
Mhm.
your own project has
Yeah.
come a long way for us. Because
Mhm.
we used to dream, right? Like you said.
Yeah,
So
that's definitely true.
Mhm.
Having a lot more time and like being willing to devote all that time, not to homework, but
oh
to,
yeah, I graduated, baby.
Oh yeah.
yeah, taking the time and just being like, this is what we want to do. It really helps to, I don't know, make it feel more real instead of just being, we just do it. It's just a hobby. It's like, okay, we're actually going to do it and we can, Yeah, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, come here. Should we ask the esteemed guest what he's excited for? I mean, he's just the guest. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
So, esteemed guest.
Not related to
Yeah.
any of
No,
us.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely not.
Yeah.
Are you excited for
So
anything?
yeah, I'm most excited for the like the music that we'll
Mm-hmm.
actually have like on like Spotify and YouTube and like all streaming
yeah, that'll
services
be
things. That,
exciting.
so that way, when people are excited to like they hear you and they're like, "Hey, that was really cool. Can I hear this again?" It'll actually be go listen. Yeah, like,
no.
It has been no for a lot of
it's
years.
like no, like we might have a gig in the summer. I mean, we'll definitely have a couple, but
yeah.
No, we're
know.
just gatekeeping our music because it's too good for all of you to listen to.
Uh huh. Yeah, you have to come live. That's the only way you can hear it.
Mhm. But, no, it'll be so much nicer having it like actually available for people to listen to.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then actually, like, if you forget the lyrics, or if like we forget the lyrics, it'd be like, how did that go? And we're just like,
Uh-huh.
okay, that's what it is,
Yeah, that is
Just,
one
like,
of the things.
Listen to it
like
when you want to. you know?
underrated thing, like the artist listening to your own music. Like there have been times I have a song stuck in my head, and I'm like, I want to listen to that song, but I can't because it's our song and we haven't recorded it.
Oh.
And it's like I never expected that to be the case, but yeah, I actually want recorded music for myself a bit. Just to hear it and jam out to it. Without having to.
We need to make a
together.
bassy one for the car.
Mhm. The
Yeah.
bass edit.
The bass remix.
I need to stop my heart with that those bass frequencies.
It's the only way.
Oh man, those are exciting
Mhm.
things. Very exciting.
Sure.
Like, I mean, like you said, it's finally having the time and maturity to possibly realize this dream, because we've made a lot of music and nothing's gonna happen if we just keep jamming in the basement.
Mm-hmm. Though it is fun.
Or keep making jam.
Yeah, Mike and Jam.
we have this project management software,
Mhm.
and on Wednesdays we like to play music and keep up with the skills and stuff and play together and stuff. And on the weekends we'll work on projects and stuff. Recently, I pull up calendar and I'm like, what's making jam?
Yeah, Macon. There was no G. It was Macon Jam.
Sorry. I'm like, who's making jam and what are we making it out of on Wednesday? I didn't
Next
know.
video idea.
Yeah, we could actually do that.
Wait, write that down.
We're making strawberry jam this week. Here's how to do it.
Wait, no. Even better idea. We'll make strawberry jam. But we need to take titles of songs and try to make jam
Oh, like the title.
like the title of the song.
I mean, that could be pretty good. Yeah, I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So we could like play a part of the song and make a jam. That sounds like that song. Oh boy. Our brainstorming sessions have been that crazy. But
Mhm.
sometimes to get decent ideas, you have to flesh out all the bad ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is something I actually did want to talk about this week. I thought about it last time.
Okay.
And I was like, well,
Yeah.
we already talked for a while. So
Mm-hmm.
what's like a huge project management challenge?
Mm.
Like you would say like we were saying we have this like dream, we have this goal, we have all the stuff. We have all the physical stuff to make this work. We have all the people to make this work. But like, what has been the biggest challenge of like actually doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
from project management.
yeah, from a
point?
project
Yeah.
management standpoint, you know, like
Mhm.
why is it working now? You know, as opposed to
Yeah.
not.
I think. Well, I'd say the biggest challenge that we had before was just no plan, really. Like we weren't. I'd say the biggest thing that we changed this time around. Yeah, we kind of went in phases before. We'd go during the summer. We'd do something, and then fall. Go back to school and wouldn't do anything after that. But this time around, it wasn't like we're gonna do this. Let's start. It was we're going to do this and we're going to release in 6 months, or I think 4 or 5 months or something like that. And that was like, I'd say the biggest breakthrough that we had, because I'd say we're all like decently like self-motivated people and we can get stuff done and we can work on projects and things like that. But we never said, this is really going to take a while. Let's plan it out over 6 months and do it properly. And I think that was the biggest change. Once we said, yeah, it's going to be 6 months, we're going to have we want at least a couple videos by this time or a couple songs released, then we can go through it and, every week it's like, okay, we're working on a video this week and we need to finish it by this time. And maybe it's just more psychological, but it really helped us not hit a peak and burn out and then just revisit it again another year.
Because when we burn out, we have the due date still looming.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, I'd say that was the biggest thing, at least from the project management side. But I know, just personally, there's been a lot of challenges for me and like, self-motivation and things like that. And I'd say the biggest thing for that was just having a group and having us all on the same page, and we're kind of all in a similar stage in life where we want to work on it and everything. But I wanted to hear, if you guys had any thoughts on that, and like personally, like why do you think this time maybe worked better, or anything related to getting this thing going and why you think it might work best now?
Yeah, I think like consistency. Man, I can't talk today.
Okay.
Just throwing back to old themes.
Yeah, I think consistency and self-motivation kind of go hand in hand. Just kind of staying on top of it and like actually enjoying it, and then not feeling like burnout because you feel like you have to do everything. It's just consistent.
Yeah.
Consistent. I should stop saying that word. But yeah, it's just there's always things to do, and just kind of being on top of it and just not letting it, yeah, I don't know, I'll worry about it later, and that later turns into like 6 months,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I think it's more like also breaking it up a little bit and being like, okay, it's going to be...
Oh, we can achieve small
We can
things.
achieve like smaller things, and then actually having that same like the deadline or something. It's not just later. It's like, okay, it's going to be this. But then it's also broken up into like, oh, this week we're just going to record the stuff. Like we just have to hit the record button, get like a kind of demo take, kind of something to follow along with when we record later. And then that's all we have to do. So it's easier just to do that. And then next week we can focus on something else.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of which, like this, it's the only task for our time today was really, get the podcast set up and get it recorded and everything. And I don't know, for me personally, that, helped a lot. I'm not worried about the things that we need to do next week. It's just, today's the podcast day. We can sit back, enjoy it, laugh a bit, and really make the best product we can right now, and not worry about the future too much.
It's always harder when you set a task in front of yourself and say, oh, I'm going to climb this mountain. And the mountain you put it yourself in front of is like Everest.
Yeah.
But if you put the task of, I'm going to climb to base camp first, then you go, I can do that. So then it's more...
honestly, I don't even think I could do that right now. Like base camp in Everest?
Fly to Nepal and then land there. Then you're good.
I have no climbing experience whatsoever. So I'll probably just die on the car ride to like
Car ride to base camp.
not even to base camp. You
Oh,
can
to the start of the trail.
parking lot, whatever you call it. I don't know.
The Sherpas are all just standing around you like, this guy. I mean, what the heck?
Does the base camp have a parking lot?
I've never been to Everest.
Just take the ski lift.
Yeah.
Right.
I was trying to give a lesson on relativity.
Wait, are the ski lifts open in the summer though? Because is it
I don't
ski
think there are even
season?
ski lifts on Everest.
I mean, you can't even take a helicopter up to Mount Everest. There's like not enough air for the helicopter to get up there, so you can't fly up there. And I'm like, what? It's crazy.
So even if you're super rich,
Yeah, even if you're super rich, you can't even just fly up there.
Everest makes you work for it.
hmm
I mean, much like the music hobby itself, right? I mean, like, if you don't put effort into it,
hmm
no matter how talented you are, you'll never make it. You'll die in the parking lot.
It's a great metaphor.
God. That's so funny. Well, I think with that bombshell, we're going to wrap up episode 2 of our amazing, world-class, amazing Cloud Rovers podcast. Follow us on all our socials. We'll have our landing page linked below to link to once again all of our socials. We post random stuff all the time. We'll be posting the songs that we talked about in the beginning of this episode, so you can hear all the cool music with us. And leave a comment below. I'd like to hear what you guys have been listening to this week, and maybe
Yeah.
maybe in the future we'll have a way to interact with the cool songs that are important to you, because there's a lot of music out there, and it'd be really nice to hear stuff that even we haven't discovered. So
Yeah, and I'd say, I mean, at least just for me, it's a big part of my life, just listening to new music, getting new ideas and everything. So we'd love to hear your thoughts on that. It's always neat to hear what people like, and yeah.
And with that, let's give our esteemed guest a round of applause. Thanks for joining us for a
Thanks
second.
for having me.
I'm glad we haven't scared you off.
Yep.
Very
I'll
good.
be here.
And because this is YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. Bye. I heart all of you.